My name is Marvin Argueta. I am a junior here at SUNY Westbury. I am media and communications major and a part of the OWTV club. I've been a part of OWTV News for about, now my second month. I've been a part of them. I decided to join the OWTV club for the experience, to learn how to research, or learn how to report, learn about, editing, learn about using the camera, because there's other aspects of where people can understand and have an acknowledgement of what TV is. I think that's where a lot of students lack, and as you can see, there's not a lot of people that know about the OWTV club, and being a part of it is important. And you got to be dedicated, you got to put in the work in, and I think it's very important, especially if you're part of the media communications here at SUNY Westbury. I like to report on some of the sports stories that are going on here on campus. So the story that I did was on a player that passed away for the softball team. Her name is Madeline Bowen, and we covered it. I had a cameraman, I had a producer, I had an editor that helped me out with the whole package, and we did a good job in hopefully telling the story that everybody wants to hear.
I've been a part of OWTV News for I would say since September, so this is my second semester here at the school, and I've been involved since day one. I came in with a mission knowing that I'm a communications major and that I wanted to be a media correspondent one day. So I'm like, where the TV at though? Where I sign up? And I met Oz and Peyton and Laura Chipley, and here I am. The segments that I cover for OWTV station is different because it's either I anchor, which I'll be like the main anchor, or I'll cover the entertainment segment, or I'll actually have my stories. Usually it's both. Last semester, one of my biggest packages was the Colin Kaepernick story that I covered. This semester, I would say my biggest was the Sean Bell, Nicole Poultry Bell was here, the ex-fiance of Sean Bell, so that was my biggest one that I covered this semester. But then there were also smaller ones, but I would say those were my most impactful ones, but I do like anchoring.
I've been a part of OWTV for about maybe a year and change too, since I changed my major. Some of my roles for OWTV is definitely I direct some of the broadcast shows that we have. Sometimes I also am the technical producer, so I do switcher as well. And I also edit some of the pieces, so man of many talents.
The hardest thing about reporting is having the understanding of what to do, especially obviously I mentioned before, I started a couple months ago, so I know how to report in the way in which I should, or the way they want me to. So that is important, because when you know how to learn how to report, it makes the life easier, makes script writing easier. It's important. So it was difficulty writing the script after you get all the interviews done.
The hardest thing about reporting for OWTV News would be, I would say, the technicalities of it, as far as getting the camera, making sure you white balance, making sure your angles are right, making sure that the equipment is working, you have your headphones that's working, your lav is working, you have a battery that's going. I'm not afraid to be in front of the camera, so actually being in front of the camera and interviewing, that's my strong point, because that's what drives me. So as far as the technology goes, that's my biggest hardship, but it's something that I take pride in learning, because I want to be able to create content behind the camera and on the camera.
Okay, some advice I would give for anyone that wants to join the OWTV club is that you want to be someone that has, you want to have time. You want to make time for yourself. You also want to do the commitment. You want to learn. You want to, accept criticism. You want to make mistakes, because something what we do here, we all make mistakes together. We all, don't communicate sometimes well. And so understanding the deadlines, learning about communication, learning about reporting, learning about camera, learning about editing, all that aspect is important, especially if you really want to be a reporter, if you really want to be a part of the industry. It's important that you have those kind of skill sets.
The advice that I would give someone who wants to report for OWTV News is to definitely come down to the station and get familiar with Oz and get familiar with Professor Peyton and Laura Chipley, especially Professor Peyton. She runs the club, and Oz is in charge of the TV station itself, and they work hand in hand together, the two professors. And I would say just get familiar with other media and communication majors who are interested in the same thing, because we kind of all help each other. We're learning together, and just like right now, this is perfect for your project, and I'm excited to be able to be a part of it. We kind of all help each other. Just get involved with other students who are like-minded, I would say.
Pay attention to who you're working with, as in get to know them, because regardless of it being like still a school environment and everything, you still are kind of put in a leadership position. So therefore you kind of get to know what the people you're working with and know what they are more comfortable doing with, and also work really well and close with like Oz or Miss Payton or anybody who's above you as far as advising goes. So Chipley, Samara Smith, Oz, Payton, all of them as a whole, they kind of actually just like pretty much taught me and for lack of better terms, like bred me to be the director or managing producer or whatever position or leadership role that I take here. They kind of taught me how to do so. So really pay attention to what they're saying, because it goes a long way. And also pay attention to who you're working with, because some people are more comfortable with doing other roles on top of other things that they have to handle. So actually get to know the people around you.